What's up, everyone? My name's Matt, and welcome back to Formula Foodie, a show about food, Formula One, and the ways that I enjoy food culture around the world. This week, we're back in the US for the Las Vegas Grand Prix, a race down the strip full of lights, cameras, and pissed off locals. Despite the event organizing not getting off to the right foot for the first year or two, the racing has been pretty exciting, and hopefully that continues into this year as well. As for the dish for this week, rather than subject you to a 5-minute diatribe about the failings of shrimp cocktail and its lack of culinary interest, don't you worry, I've got an ace up my sleeve. I thought it would be nice to go back and cover a race that we didn't get to make a video for this year, Monza. I chose a very refreshing southern Italian dish of tuna involtini. Put simply, we'll combine a mixture of bread, breadcrumbs, egg, a little bit of cheese, some capers, and a few other ingredients to make a nice mixture, and then wrap some tuna around that, fry it up, and you've got a nice, hearty little dish. On the side of that, we'll also make a little fregola salad. It's got some lovely acidity to it, and it's a beautiful summer dish. I know it's a gamble, but I think it'll pay off. In order to understand what the odds are for this race, we've got to take a look at the exciting Brazilian Grand Prix in Sao Paulo the last time out. Brazil was, is, and I'm sure will continue to be one of the most exciting places to go racing. The conditions made sure that no man would be comfortable this week. The machinery was put to the test here at the end of the season, and really, only the cream rises to the top. And Norris, on top of his quality game, really showed that he's in it for this championship, and he was on form the entire week. And that's about where the similarities to other races end for the most part, and some of that in a good way. Say what you will about Kimi Antonelli and his mid-season slump, he is back and he means business. Kimi was able to put it on the front row in qualifying for both the sprint and the main race. Anyone that's not Max Verstappen or Oscar Piastri making Lando stay true and push the entire sprint race, that's pretty impressive. Equally impressive was Max Verstappen's ability to not make it out of Q1, which is really not something you ever see. It may be one of the only competitive scenarios where he just couldn't hook the car up and get out of that first session. He decided to start from the pit lane so they could make some changes to the car, and he certainly wasn't happy about having to do that, but he definitely made up for it in the race by going long and starting in a different tire strategy and ultimately proving that he just really is one of the best. All of the passes he made during the race and the strategy they had to keep him on the tires long with those softs, he honestly could have won if they left him out. He was first with track position, but taking those softs that long into the race, he just would have gotten caught up, and really, I think he made the right call. It was conservative, which is unusual for Max, but I think at this rate, he just wanted to finish the race, take what he could get. Pit lane to the podium is quite an accomplishment. Even by Max's standards, that's pretty impressive and something that I think he can hang his hat on, being happy that he was even able to get there. Brazil really does bring out the best racing, and we've seen spectacles like this almost every year for the last couple of years, so this race will not be taken off the calendar anytime soon. And I'm sure that makes Brazilian fans happy, since their local boy Gabriel Bortoleto had his first race here this year, although didn't go quite to plan, crashing out of both the sprint and the main race. I'm sure he'll be looking for some redemption next year. Those Brazilian fans need something to be proud of. The Ferraris took a beating this week, both of them not finishing the race, and let there be no better visual metaphor of the bashing that they take on track, but then to also have Ferrari president John Elkann tell them that they need to talk less and focus on driving more, when referencing Hamilton and Leclerc being a little critical of the way the car was set up. Leave it to someone braver than I to tell a 7-time world champion and Ferrari's golden boy how to drive race cars, but Ferrari leadership are not ones to shy away from incompetence and contradiction. Now that I'm done with the roasting, let's get to the sizzling. Tossing these wonderful little bundles of joy into the pan, we get the nice brown, crispy textures that we want on the outside, while heating up the insides to a nice, warm, bready, cheesy, anchovy-filled bundle that just brings a lot of joy to your palate. We'll lay down a bed of that nice, fresh, acidic fregola salad that we can place our little involtinis on top of. Give them a nice little bed to fall asleep on. Let's take a look at our little piece of art here. Thanks again for joining me, and I hope you liked the video. Enjoy the Las Vegas Grand Prix, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.